Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Days Gone was released on the PlayStation 4 in April 2019. In January 2021 we got a 60 FPS update for the PlayStation 5, and now, just a couple of days ago, we got the remastered version for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. And as always, before we start, please take a couple of seconds and like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. The biggest difference between the new remastered version and the original PlayStation 4 version is the lighting, because they changed this drastically. And they changed it in a very good way. Especially night scenes in a remastered version are now looking much more realistic. Very dark. Just way better than the original PlayStation 4 version. And yes, I know, comparing this with the original PlayStation 4 version, the remastered version looks like it's crushing blacks, but believe me, this is just more realistic. The overbrightened PlayStation 4 version doesn't look very nice. The contrast is actually not pretty well, and right now we're actually just talking about SDR. In HDR, and by the way, I'm working on a new HDR versus SDR comparison, because now with the new lighting, HDR looks even better. So this is just SDR, and it is such a huge difference compared to the old PlayStation 4 version. Let's take a quick look on the PlayStation 4 version running on my PlayStation 5 in the backwards compatibility mode. That's a hard word for me. Anyway, on the PlayStation 5 running this PlayStation 4 game, there's just one mode, a 60 FPS performance mode. And comparing this right now on the PlayStation 5 in the performance mode, remastered version obviously, there is not much of a difference in regards of resolution. Yes, the PlayStation 5 remastered version in the performance mode offers a slightly higher resolution, but that's it. The biggest difference, as I mentioned before, is really the lighting. But let's forget about the old PlayStation 4 version. Let's focus on the remastered version. What is the difference actually between PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro? Because there are differences. And if you play this game now on the base PlayStation 5, you get a performance mode and a quality mode. The quality mode offers a native 4K resolution. Yes, native 4K with 30 FPS. And the performance mode in the remastered version on the base PlayStation 5 runs in 1440p 60 FPS target. And comparing those two modes on the base PlayStation 5, yes, there is a big difference in resolution when we're just talking about a still picture. That means when we are not actually playing this game, because yes, obviously 4K is a much higher resolution than 1440p, and yes, you can see this, but as soon as you start playing this game, then we're talking about 60 FPS versus 30 FPS, and then, in my opinion, the quality mode has no chance anymore. But what about if you're one of the lucky ones who owns a PlayStation 5 Pro? Is this game actually worth to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro? Honestly, no, because the upgrade for the PlayStation 5 Pro is not as big as you would hope for it. But let's talk about the three different graphic modes what we have when you play this game on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We have the new enhanced mode, which runs the game with 1484p and PSSR enabled and with a 60 FPS target. And then we have a new quality mode, which renders the game internally with 2880p, 2880p. That is much higher than a native 4K resolution. So again, the internal rendering is much higher than native 4K, and then it's getting downsampled or super sampled to a native 4K output. And that means that this mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro offers a superb sharp picture, unbelievable sharp picture. But again, it is unfortunately just 30 FPS. And then, last but not least, we have our normal performance mode. Internal resolution is 1800p, upscaled to 4K output with a target of 60 FPS. And there's no doubt that if you like to have the sharpest picture ever, then you have to own a PlayStation 5 Pro and you should use the quality mode. But again, in my opinion, as soon as you start playing this game, the sharp picture is actually gone because everything turns into a blurry mess. But my recommendation right now would be, if you play this game on a PlayStation 5 Pro, use the new enhanced mode, because this mode, despite the fact that the internal resolution is actually lower than the normal performance mode, but thanks to PSSR, this game or this mode offers you a better image quality, especially during movement or when you play this game. The game looks slightly sharper compared to the normal performance mode. So let's talk quickly about the performance on the base PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. But honestly, there is not much we need to talk about, because this game runs absolutely flawless on the base PlayStation 5 and also PlayStation 5 Pro. During my testing, I couldn't find any issues at all. But keep in mind, this is a huge game and there might be at some point maybe some FPS drops, but the good news is that even this would happen. This game supports VR on the PlayStation 5 and also PlayStation 5 Pro, so make sure this option is enabled all the time. But again, according to my testing or during my testing, no issues at all on the base PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. Okay, my friends, so what is now my summary, my very quick summary for Days Gone Remastered? Should you actually buy the remastered version or upgrade? And honestly, very simple answer. If you already have the original version and you don't want to spend any money, then don't do it. Because, I mean, it really depends how much it is. If it's just $10, then yes, go for it. But don't buy this because of the new PlayStation 5 remastered upgrades, because there is almost no difference in regards of resolution between the original PlayStation 4 version, which runs in backwards compatibility mode on the PlayStation 5, and the new remastered version. So the biggest difference is really when you play this game on the PlayStation 5 Pro in the quality mode, because this is a super sharp picture. But I mean, honestly, who wants to play a game like that in 30 FPS? So, and then when you switch down to or back to the performance mode or to the enhanced mode, the differences are very minor in regards of resolution. Yes, there is a difference. Yes, I get it, but it's not like a day and night difference. The day and night difference comes with the new lighting. Literally a day and night difference. That's the only reason actually I would recommend to upgrade or to get to remaster, to enjoy the much better lighting, but not in regards of performance or image quality, because the old PlayStation 5 version was already on a superb level. And even now, with the new remastered version, we still have some pop-ups, we still have some draw-ins problems and flickering textures and stuff like that. So again, in regards of what should I recommend here, yes, get it if it is a $10 upgrade for you, but if it is more money, maybe just think about it, okay? Thank you very much for watching me. I see you guys next time. Bye.